You've felt at Biftieri, haven't you? She looked at you like no one else existed. Her smile made you believe in forever. For a moment, you thought you had finally found something real, something solid. And then, without warning, she vanished into silence. No more late-night texts, no warm laughter, no sweet messages that once lit up your day, just distance. And in that silence, your mind starts screaming. What happened? Did I do something wrong? Did I lose her? But here's the paradox no one tells you. Sometimes, a woman ignores you not because she has stopped caring, but because she cares too much. This is the part most men never understand. They panic, they chase, they beg. They turn silence into chaos. But the Stoic man, the man grounded in strength, sees silence differently. He doesn't lose himself trying to decode every unread message. He understands that her retreat is not always rejection. Sometimes it's intensity. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's her soul telling her she's in deeper than she ever intended to go. Today, we're going to break down 7 powerful psychological reasons why women ignore men when they're deeply in love, and how a Stoic man responds with strength, grace, and control. Stay with me until the end, because what you'll hear is not just relationship advice, it's a code of life, a way to carry yourself that makes you unshakable, not only in love, but in every storm you'll face as a man. Reason 1. Her feelings scare her. Love isn't always butterflies and warmth. For some women, it's anxiety, it's confusion, it's emotional overload. She never expected to fall for you this deeply, and now she doesn't know what to do with it. She feels exposed, vulnerable, afraid of being hurt, afraid of losing control. So instead of leaning in, she steps back. Her silence isn't absence, it's self-preservation. This is where most men destroy themselves. They panic, they beg for reassurance, they question their worth. But Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. The Stoic response? Do nothing. Don't chase. Don't spiral. Respect her need for space. Let her feel her feelings without you rushing to fix them. When she feels safe again, she'll come back. And when she does, she'll find you exactly where she left you. Calm, steady, unmoved. Reason 2. She's testing your emotional strength. Yes, women test. Not to manipulate, but to measure. She wants to know, can this man stay grounded when I pull away? Or will he collapse into insecurity? Her silence becomes a mirror. It shows her who you really are. Because when emotions rise, masks fall. A Stoic man doesn't flinch. He doesn't flood her phone. He doesn't beg for scraps of attention. He doesn't let her absence rewrite his identity. Seneca once wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." In the same way, the greatest remedy for insecurity is discipline. Your calmness under silence tells her more than 1,000 words ever could. It says, I am not moved by the tides of emotion. I am anchored in who I am. Brothers, if you want to learn how to cultivate that unshakable frame, subscribe to this channel right now. Join a community of men who rise above chaos, because a woman may test you, but life itself will test you harder. And if you can stand firm here, you can stand firm anywhere. Reason 3. She doesn't want to feel dependent. For women who pride themselves on independence, falling deeply in love can feel like losing themselves. When she starts to need your presence, your voice, your energy, it shakes her identity. She pulls away not because she doesn't want you, but because she doesn't want to lose herself. If you panic, you only confirm her fear. That closeness equals control. The Stoic way? Stay steady, be supportive without clinging, give her space without resentment. Epictetus said, "He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another." By remaining calm, you prove that being with you doesn't cost her independence. It strengthens it. And in that balance, she learns to trust you more than anyone else. Reason 4. She thinks you're too good to be true. Some women carry scars, betrayal, lies, heartbreak. When they finally meet someone real, their past whispers, "Don't trust this. Don't fall too fast. It won't last." So even as her heart pulls her closer, her fear pushes her away. She ignores you not because she doesn't care, but because she's terrified you'll disappear first. The Stoic man doesn't punish her for fear. He doesn't chase for constant reassurance. He simply keeps showing up, calm, grounded, real. Over time, your consistency proves her doubts wrong. Remember Marcus Aurelius? If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Live so honestly, so authentically, that her heart can't deny it. Her fear may fight you, but your steadiness will outlast it. Reason 5, she wants to see if you'll chase. Some women step back just to see if you'll follow. They want proof of value, proof that you'll break your frame and chase them like every other man. Here's the paradox. The moment you chase, the dynamic changes. You stop being the mystery she admired and become predictable. From grounded to needy, the Stoic man knows his worth. He doesn't beg to be chosen. He understands that real value never chases, it attracts. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And nothing shows bravery more than standing in silence, refusing to compromise your dignity. Let her come to you, not out of ego, but out of respect for yourself. And brothers, if this is resonating, hit the like button right now, not for me, but for yourself. Each click is a reminder that you are committed to being the man who doesn't chase, but attracts. Reason 6, she's processing her emotions privately. Not all silence is strategy. Sometimes it's just life. She may be dealing with career stress, family conflict, or past trauma. Her distance might have nothing to do with you, but men who live in insecurity always assume the worst. She doesn't love me anymore. I must have done something wrong. They overreact, and in doing so, push her even further away. A Stoic man, however, sees the bigger picture. He respects her space. He lets her fight her battles without adding pressure. And in her storm, he becomes the only man she can trust. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you stay calm in her silence, she learns that you are not another source of chaos. You're her shelter. Reason 7, she's guarding herself from falling too deep. For some women, love equals danger. They've loved before and it nearly destroyed them. So when the same feelings rise again, intense, consuming, undeniable, their instinct isn't to run closer. It's to protect themselves. She ignores you not to reject you, but to defend herself from what feels overwhelming. This isn't something you fix. It's something you understand. And in that understanding, you become the safest place she's ever known. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Her fear is not a personal attack, it's her humanity. Stay calm, stay grounded. Show her that love doesn't have to be chaos. With you, it can be peace. What you must never do. Let's be brutally clear. Ignoring you out of emotional overwhelm is one thing. Ignoring you to manipulate, punish, or control is another. A Stoic man does not tolerate immaturity disguised as mystery. So here's what you never do. Don't beg for attention. Don't double text. Don't stalk her online life. Don't let her silence define your worth. You speak not through desperation, but through discipline, through peace, through strength, because you're not here to convince anyone to love you. You're here to live so powerfully that love aligns with your presence naturally. The Stoic path forward. Here's the truth most men never grasp. Sometimes women ignore you not because they don't love you, but because they're terrified that they actually do. They're scared of the depth, scared of the risk, scared of how real it feels. And in those moments, your response defines everything. Will you panic? Will you beg? Will you let fear rewrite your identity? Or will you stand calm, unmoved, unbothered, unshakable? That man, the grounded, peaceful, steady man, is the man she either comes back to or regrets losing for the rest of her life. Conclusion. Brothers, this is bigger than relationships. This is about who you are when silence comes, when storms rise, when fear tests the ground beneath your feet. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they all taught the same truth. Strength is not about controlling others. It's about mastering yourself. So let her silence echo. Let your discipline speak. Build your mission. Guard your values. Protect your peace. Because when you live this way, love is no longer something you chase. It's something that finds you. If this message struck you, don't leave without action. Subscribe right now to Stoic Advice for Men. Tap the bell. Join a community of brothers who don't chase, who don't break, who don't beg. Men who rise, because the era of begging is over. The era of silence has begun. And in that silence, you will find your greatest power.